doing? Right now I'm in Austin, Texas in the rain, and I'm unloading right now, so I thought I'd go live and tell you about an opportunity. If you guys have a Class A, you have a current and in good standing uh, CDL license, maybe we can do some business. Um, Thanks for supporting my channel. And let me just tell you about the opportunity. I got about 5 minutes to kill here. Right now, we just got, I think we got three brand new Peterbilts. We run 579s. And we do the mega cab, and we run Cummins engines with the 12 speed automated tranny, 75 miles an hour. Okay, so that's our equipment. So if you already have 1 or 2 years of semi truck driving experience, this is for you. And it can be for your wife, your kid, your husband, or maybe a neighbor. But if someone is out there that needs a truck driving job, and I mean like the Peterbilts with the 53-foot box truck, we do Reefer, which sounds like we're running pot. No, we're not running pot to Portland and Vegas for Snoop Dogg. We do Reefer trailers, which is refrigerated, and we do dry runs as well. Okay, so um, that's what this opportunity is. Okay, so when I upload this live video, you'll see all my contact information to get a hold of me. If you have a good driving record, a couple years experience is nice. You got to have a current medical card, and you got to pass that tinkle test. Yes, you got to pee in a cup, and you got to pee clean, man. So, and if you guys have been driving, or girls, you guys know what it's all about. Now, we're based out of Salt Lake City, and you can live anywhere around the country, but you got to live kind of in a somewhat easy, accessible city, kind of by a main freeway, because our trucks are kind of expensive, and so is the trailer. So if you go home and do a reset or whatnot, it's nice if your semi truck can be parked legally, by your home, at your home, or somewhere safe. Because when it comes to parking semi trucks, it can be a big pain in the asses. You don't want to piss off your neighbors and whatnot. But if you have someone that wants to ride along with you, sometimes it's a family member or maybe a little dog this big. We do have a co-rider policy. That's fine. And if you do have a small animal, we just want you to take care of your truck, because most of our trucks are brand new. And right now, I mean, you can see this is a 2022 that I just picked up. And man, we're talking full leather, digital dash, and they're all decked out. We have microwaves, we got the inverters, and we have big fridges and everything else. And maybe in my next video, I'll take you a little tour of my truck and the trailers that we use. But right now, it is raining like crazy in Austin, Texas. So I'm kind of hiding like a little girl right here with a little blankie. But I'll do a video and show you what our equipment's like. But most importantly, how much will I make? Where will I go? How much home time? And just what's my typical paycheck? Now, if you want to do regional, which is basically like right now, I'm in Austin, I'm heading to Dallas, and I live in Salt Lake. So regional to me is just, anywhere from, Texas, Arizona to California, maybe Oregon, right down to Utah, and of course the states surrounding Utah. That's regional. And you're going to be home 1 to 2 times a week. You're going to get around 3,500 miles. Okay. And how we do it is we have a lot of origination in Salt Lake City and Logan, Utah. All right. We do a ton for Schreiber. We do cheese, dry loads. We do ammunition, canoes. We have contracts up the wazoo, and we have so much business that literally, if you could pop through this screen and pass a P test in 2 seconds, we'd get you in a truck tomorrow. All right. We'll start you at 55 cents. And you can get more than that, but we want to make sure you're a part of the team. We're a smaller company, so all of us are friends. We look out for one another. You're going to get right around 3,500 miles a week regional. Now, if you want to go long distance, like Maryland, back to Utah, or, we go to Nashville, we go to Atlanta, we go to Pennsylvania. We stay out of New York and we stay out of Florida. It's too much headache. If you have a semi company based out of those states, it's easier just to kind of stay at home and do your own trucking. But we don't go to like Brooklyn and Queens and all that. We have been there, and it's not worth the time. It's too much hassle, and you're not making any miles. So don't worry about any of that big city stuff where you're stuck and you're nervous. We don't do that. We like you to be driving and, open roads where it's at, especially because our trucks, we govern them at 75 miles an hour. And if you can go that legally, then why not? There's plenty of places in Utah. I was in Texas all day today before I went live here, and it's nice to go 75 miles an hour safely, because you can put in 700 miles a day. Or if you want to drive 10 hours a day times 7, then you won't violate the 70. And that's what I do when I go long distance. But on regional, drive up to 11 hours a day. But it's nice if you can drive your Peterbilt, which are 579s. So if you don't know what one looks like, I think I put a picture of one on the thumbnail of this live video. But if not, I'll do once it stops raining, I'll get out and I'll just show you our trucks. I think our oldest truck is 2019. And right now I literally only have 4,000 miles on this 2022 I just picked up. But they're the mega cab. They have dual bunks. You can see, look at that. Look at how together I am as a driver. Boy, look at that. I got my bed made. Look, I got a home stereo that I put in and a flat screen. And man, when I drive, I like to rock and roll. And boy, if you're parked and you have to watch something on the big screen, and I put a flat screen behind, the closet and stuff. So, but we have, really large inverters. So if you want to do the blow dryer, you want to do the microwave, you want to have a home stereo and a flat screen and a laptop, you can plug all that in and it's awesome. All right. We have plenty of heat and air conditioning. We have the S-Bar, so if you want to roast yourself when you're sleeping at night, you can do that as well. So I think you'll like our equipment. We like Peterbilt. They're a little bit more, but we love Peterbilt and we love the Cummins engines, those 900 cubic inch. And we use the big engines and, they give you about 2,150 pounds of torque. So if you're going up a hill at 80,000 pounds, it's nice. It's nice to have that extra power. So Peterbilt tractors, trailers, we run mostly Great Dane utility. They're mostly newer. I think our oldest trailer is like an 18 or a 19, and they're all inspected regularly. Our reefers, our reefer loads are great, and so is our dry loads. If you do 10 loads, half will be dry, half will be reefer. Let us know what kind of driving you are used to doing. Because a lot of times when you get with a company, they'll tell you where to go. You'll be on the road 3 to 6 months and you won't even remember where the hell you even live. We don't work that way. All of us have started in trucking probably at a larger company where you literally, if you want to be on the road for 2 or 3 months, they'll keep you out there. All right. Now, if you want to come home, just let us know. If you have a birthday, holidays, if you're just tired of driving, sometimes you're just driving and you just want off. Why? Because you're sick and tired of driving. We understand that because our company is built from a driver's perspective, okay, which is important, I think. So when it comes to dispatch, we have dispatch that's available 24 hours a day. You can always call one of us drivers. We're more than happy to give you the guidelines of where to back in, where to go. There's a lot of questions the first week, but we pay hub miles. If you drive 1,000 miles, you're going to get paid for that. Okay, and that's important. So if you're a newer driver, it kind of sucks if you have a piece of paper that says you are going to drive 800 miles and get paid for that, and then you look at your odometer and you realize you just drove 875. And that's very common with the big carriers. We have more miles than you can legally drive. So when we get you 55 cents to 60 cents, we're going to give you, no matter what, about 3,500 miles a week minimum, and we can go as high as 4,000. That's around the cusp if you're solo, because we do Salt Lake City to, Maryland and all those eastern states. And, when you're rocking and rolling safely, going 70, 75 miles an hour in between traffic and whatnot and weather conditions, you can do the 4,000 miles a week, no problem. And if you want to stay out for a month, let us know. If you want to go there and back in a week and take a few days off, let us know. If you're regional, go to Arizona and back, take a half day off, go to Arizona and back again, take Sunday off. You're still going to get about 3,500 miles because one way, basically to Salt Lake City to Arizona is about 850 miles. By the time you go Salt Lake City, Logan, down to Phoenix, Tolleson, if you're in trucking, you know that there's a lot of loads in Arizona, that's for sure. But 55 cents, good driving record. You got to have a current medical card. You got to pass that P test. You got to like the color yellow. Obviously, boy, I'm just looking at the screen right now and I look like someone like mustard exploded. But you can wear what you want. You want to wear shorts in the winter, we don't care. All right. If it's unsafe to drive, then don't chain. If you do get stuck in snow, we understand chaining is a pain in the ass. There's nothing worse in truck driving than when, unfortunately, if the roads are kind of crappy and everything else, if you don't feel like chaining, then just go around the snow, go around the crap, or just go ahead and take a little break, because we understand when it comes to chaining, that is a massive pain in the ass. So our company is based out of Salt Lake City. get a hold of me. My contact information is below this live video. Okay? And let me know. I want to talk to you one-on-one on the phone. And let me know your situation, male, female, married, kids. Let me know what's best for you as a driver. Because obviously, if you have a wife and kids at home, it's important that you're there for a lot of the time. Or myself, I'm going on 60 years old, kids raised, and I don't mind going on the road for a while and screwing off and cranking my stereo and making some money. But you're going to make about 1,850 to 1,900 bucks a week if you do regional, and you're going to go well over $2,000 a week with our company if you want to go ahead and go out a week or two and just drive all over the place. Well, like I said, we have loads everywhere, and most of the loads you're going to do we've already done 1,000 times. Our company has access to over 350 trailers, so there's a lot of drop and get the hell out of Dodge. Churn and burn, whatever you want to call it. Drop and hook. We do have a lot of that. So it's nice if you're driving, drop the trailer off and pick up another loaded one and get on your way, especially if you have some extra time on your log or your electronic log. Now, I'm talking fast right now because right now I'm on a live load and I know that they're almost done. I can tell the way that they're slamming the top of or the front of my trailer here. But we use Samsara, and that's just something you can look up. It's a great software. You run it on your own cell phone or maybe on a tablet or whatever they're called. I guess I'm old school, but if you've got an iPhone or a Samsara or whatnot, you just turn it on, turn it off. You can edit within reason, but anytime, obviously, when you're driving, you can't edit that. But the electronic logs we use are super easy. You just fill out a little paper that says, here's the load number. My odometer started here. It ended here on the load. You just put in some basic information, put it in an envelope, and that's all we need. It's so easy. There's no scanning. You don't have to go to the truck stops and do all this horse crap and fax and download an app. I've done all this. I like this company because we've eliminated everything I can't stand. And that's the best part about driving. The more you drive, you know what you can't stand. And if you can eliminate that, it makes driving a hell of a lot more fun. Because I know in an hour or two, someone's going to be flipping me off or doing something or yelling at me probably because I splashed them in all this massive rain in Austin, Texas. But trucking. But I'll tell you what, we have more miles and more business than we can handle. And if you're looking for another opportunity, I think you'll like the kind of the easygoing style of our company. We're smaller. We don't want to be big like the big chains. I'm not going to badmouth them because most people have to start there. But with a smaller company, you're going to make more money. And your time off, just let us know. You're not going to be held hostage and have a gun to your head. And if you don't stay out on the road and not talk to your kids and family for 4 months, and then you get like an hour off and maybe a free Subway sandwich, we don't work that way. Everybody needs time off. Everybody needs to know what's going on and when they can, get home or just stay on the road. So, all right, my information is below this video. Okay, it's simply Cory at CoryDraper.com. And just say, hey, I'm interested. You know what? I have a current job. And I'll tell you what, this is important. If you're driving for another company right now and you want to come to our opportunity, take your time and quit your current job with etiquette. We understand it might take a week or two because when you get pissed off and quit your job real fast, you know what? We've all probably done it. You can't stand your owner. You're pissed at dispatch. You're just pissed at life. And you just say you're never going to truck again. And then like a month or two later, you're back in a truck. Okay. So if you have a current job right now and you're thinking that you can make more money with us and you have a little bit more, control, regional, when do you want time off? Do you want long distance? But what I can tell you is just get out your calculator, 55 cents. That's what we'll start you at. You will make more. You don't have to go through all this horse crap. If you're a part of the team and you're on time and you have a good experience with us, then of course, the trick to trucking is if you make X amount of money and you're having a pretty darn good time, you're not going to go from trucking company to trucking company. It's so easy to work 6 months, 3 months, or a year and quit and go to another company. Done that. We've all done it. All right. But it's kind of nice if you can find a company where you put in years and years and you're making good money. Health benefits, just talk to our owner. Nicest lady in the world. You want health insurance? Let us know. Eyes? Oh, what else? The old ticker, health insurance, dental. You know what? If you only have 4 teeth and you're eating Cheetos right now, well, damn it, maybe we should get you some teeth. But anyway, you guys know, man, the life of the trucker, you want to watch your health. because it's easy to get high blood pressure, bad eyes, diabetes. So if you have affordable health care, that's the trick. We'll pay half of it for you. Okay? You work out that with Kim, and we've got other opportunities for bonuses and other things. So, but anyway, get a hold of me. Okay? Just Cory at CoryDraper.com. I'll tell you more about our company. I can see in the chat room, who are you guys? What are you doing? We represent a lot. We're basically like an independent company that represents a lot of other companies. Okay? We tow these little trailers on the back for the biggest place that sells ammo, canoes, hunting, and fishing. You guys could probably figure that out. We also tow for some of the biggest companies that sell you toys and other good things. You know, like the Walmarts, the Targets, man, we do everything. But we're based out of Salt Lake City. Our ownership has multiple businesses, so we're not like a struggling company that just does trucking and OTR. We own a very large semi-truck repair business that's been around probably since 1900s when chuck wagons were getting their wooden spoke tires fixed. But and we also have other divisions that do gravel and tankers and other stuff like that. But we're not looking for that. We want someone that's looking for OTR, 53-foot trailers. We're not into the LTL where you do a bunch of stops and you back up and you're doing more work than a UPS Amazon driver. Most of our loads are one pickup, one way to unload, and one way back. Okay, so we're not really an LTL company, but we do have a couple loads that do that. And you're not going to have to touch. You can have pretty fingers. You can get out and adjust your hitch and slam some doors and get some fuel, but you don't unload the trailers. There's lumpers and everything else. So don't worry about that, okay? You can sit inside and talk to your cell phone like this at the steering wheel because I'm doing a live load right now, so you can see how much work it is while you're backed up. All right, we have detention. We'll work it out because we know that when you have to back up into a door and all of a sudden you're there way too long, that pisses you off bad. And we want to eliminate that. And the only way to do it is to have runs that don't have detention. And if you do, you get paid, and it's fair to where you can go, you know what? I hate trucking, but damn it, they paid me for the detention, so I'm going to do it again another day. So anyway, thanks for watching my live feed. Thanks for watching my videos. And, just Cory at CoryDraper.com. Just shoot me a message anytime. And let's just talk on the phone. I can't really do a lot when I'm looking. I don't even know how to make the chat room. When you have like questions, I have to upload the video first. And then I have to read the questions and get back with you. But anyway, I don't have live commenting right now on my screen. And I'm sorry, I should know how to do that at my level of using the old intranet and YouTube. So anyway, 55 cents a mile. 3,500 to 4,000 miles a week. And boy, I'll tell you, we have more than that. If you could drive, 10,000 miles a week, we've got the miles for you. All right. We're based out of Utah, but you can live in other locations just as long as it's by a large highway or a big city that's accessible. So when you do some time off, our trucks are parked safe and sound and legally. Okay. And that's about it. You're going to pull in about 1,900 bucks a week if you just do regional. And if you want to go long distance, you're going to go about $2,000 to $2,200 a week. Okay, and that's what you're going to do, and you're going to make more than that if you want to go ahead and work regularly for us and be reliable. Our ownership will definitely bump you up. That's the only way to treat a driver, is to pay him good money and give him a crap load of miles. She too, because we have female drivers, and most of our girl drivers can drive us truckers that think we're all badass because we watch BJ and the Bear and Smokey and the Bandit videos. But those darn girls they drive pretty darn good. Especially if they have one of those little dogs on the passenger seat, keeping them company. They can drive us guys now. So, okay, get a hold of me, and we'll talk about, typical loads, where we're going. We've got live loads. We got drop and churn and burn. We do have reefer. We've got dry, but there's no flatbed. There's no doubles, okay? And the experience, we like to have about 2 years. If you have a little less than that, let's discuss it because it's really up to our insurance company. Okay, so if you're brand new and only been driving a month or so, I don't know. You just got to talk to our office and then work it out with our insurance company, because at the end of the day, the first thing we really do is we take your driver's license number, give it to our insurance agent, and they see if you have your CDL license and a pretty reasonable record. We understand if you have a speeding ticket or something, but if you have a DUI, reckless, or if you ran over 75 cars backing up at Costco, that might be kind of tough. But you guys know if you have a reasonable record or not. Don't be shy though. You know what? Like I said, if you have a speeding ticket, give us a call. If you're a truck driver and you don't have a speeding ticket sooner or later, it means you're not driving. So we understand. We've all done it and it sucks. But in a perfect world, we'd have 0 tickets and have pearly white teeth and look like we're 25 our whole life. All right, that's enough. I've got to go. I can tell I got a guy in my window here waving at me. So thank you for watching my YouTube channel. Cory at CoryDraper.com. My email address is going to be after I upload this video. And let's just talk on the phone and I'll tell you about the company, the name, our numbers, where we go, what we do. Please ask me any questions that you can possibly have. And we need you now. So if you really need money right now, it takes about a day to do the paperwork. We're just going to email you it. You fill it out and get it back to us. And we'll find a place where you can do a P-test. If you live in Dallas where I'm at, or no, I'm in Austin right now, or maybe you're up in Salt Lake City or somewhere, but you've got to do the P-test, and that takes a couple days. Then, of course, we got to get you to Salt Lake because all of our trucks are parked right in the heart of Salt Lake City. Okay, so we got to work that out as well. And this is all cake, but we need you right now. So thank you for watching. I'm going to vamoose, as they say down here in good old Texas. And you guys get a hold of me anytime. I don't even sleep. I'm up 24 hours a day, okay? All right, we'll see you next video. And thanks for watching my channel or whatever this thing is called. And we'll see you guys next time, okay? Thank you. Cory at CoryDraper.com. See you next video.